wanna see some cash.
Yeah. How we gonna make it rain today? Hey. Make it rain, swag. Make it rain.
Swag.
There we go.
Swag.
Yo.
In the building right here, we got Mr. 516.
We got Mr. Fireworks, Mr. Playmaker.
Yo.
One of the guys that drives you completely fucking nuts.
Yes.
Chasing him around.
Yes.
Your boy Swag out here.
But yo,
hey man,
you gotta blame your boy Ken for giving you Mariota.
It's my fault.
Tim.
Fucking
Tim. His first order of business as the team's GM was to get rid of Mariota on day one for a bag of peanuts.
It was. I couldn't do anything.
And look, for a bag of peanuts, he trades him for a better quarterback, so to speak, in Teddy Bridgewater. And on day 3, his next order of business was to get rid of Bridgewater and pull in Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
And now Matt Ryan gone. In one season, he's had 4 quarterbacks.
Hey, we gotta fix. I did all that just to get back to trying to find a guy like Mariota. That comes back to why did I make that trade in the beginning?
It was ridiculous.
Why did I make that trade in the beginning? Hey,
how's Mariota working out over there for you, Swag? Swag.
Feel like we're having a little technical difficulties there on that portion of it. Swag.
Yep.
Can we hear you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm here.
So you saying how's Mariota working out for you? How do you feel about that trade? Was that a worthy trade? Was that a good trade for a franchise quarterback?
Yeah, so definitely a worth trade. Trade worth it. Future-wise, to be honest, when it comes to Mariota, I had him in other seasons. Most people really don't like him the way he plays in Madden. But me personally, I can really play with any quarterback. So I'd rather him be a fast quarterback. And I'm just saying the messages that have been relayed to me. Niggas say it don't matter what quarterback Swag has. As long as he got some fast receivers and some route running, he's good to go. But
that might be. Listen, I've heard that message. I've heard that before. I've heard that he keeps some fast receivers.
He's definitely a fast developer. That's why I really wanted him, and he's already fast. So once you get them throwing stats up, the throwing attributes up, the throw deep, medium, and short accuracy up through XP, he's gonna be unstoppable. So
unstoppable. Hey, you know what, Swag? Look, man, you one of the fan favorites out there. You know, with the rollouts, with the playmakers. But you haven't taken home the money, the gold, the Super Bowl. What's going on with that, man?
Yeah,
we need to figure out what's up there. We need answers.
To be honest, I just blame myself. I know I might complain a lot about it. But at the end of the day, I blame myself. I'm the one that's controlling the game, the team, the plays, the reads, whatever the case may be. Sometimes I just have a lack of that regular season mentality of throwing the ball when I really should run it, trying to get that extra yards when I don't really need to. Pretty much trying to take over the game when I already have the game won, as you probably saw in the last playoff game that I did play against.
Let me ask you about that. You brought it up. Since you brought it up, I gotta ask you this. I gotta ask you because people want to know. Okay, you get B more down, and you make him go for it on. And if you didn't watch the game, you didn't pay attention to the game, you won't understand this. But you got B more down. He's in the red zone. He's on 4th and long, and Cordell Jones just throws the ball to the cheerleaders on a 4th down, and
it was a good throw.
To the water boy.
It was a terrible throw. It was a terrible throw right there, and then you get the ball back, and I'm thinking, He's gonna run the ball. He's gonna kind of make the clock work. And you know what happened?
That's
saw
a perfect example
rollout
of what I'm. Yeah.
This is a perfect example. I saw a rollout, and I saw a playmaker, and then I saw an interception. And I said, see, this is why it's hard to put the chalupas on Swagg in a money game because, God, it's like it's just in you just to say, you know what, I got it, but I got to get more. I got to get more on that portion of it. And that interception is what really did it. I was like,
the funny thing is, throughout the playoffs, the wild card game, and I think the divisional game I played, or I don't think was that was the conference game I played. So the wild card game and the divisional game I played again, I'm not sure who the wild card was, but I know the divisional was BC. I played like that, where as far as I ran the ball, whatever the case may be, pretty much the whole game I had him shut out. BC until he just scored some whatever touchdown to end. But I played like that, where I ran the ball, passed the ball, just took what he gave me, nothing really deep like that, and I just played sound defense. And then, like I said, sometimes just get that lapse where I just feel like, I don't know, I'm just more of a...
You get bored.
I got to make things exciting, man. Yes, it's very
you get
boring
bored
to play like that.
Oh, my God.
Get bored.
But,
you get bored.
But I do notice that maybe boring play, that could get you to the money. So that could get you to the money.
That's a slap in the face,
I
dog.
want to speak out on this playmaker rollout situation. All right. So I'm hearing it too much on these shows, and I'm not able to call in and defend myself.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, defend yourself. What's up?
Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't always that type of player, by the way.
Whoa, wait.
That's what you start out with?
That can't be your lead in.
My favorite quarterback is really Tom Brady, or anybody that can throw. It doesn't have to be fast. Rolling out, obviously you have less of a chance, like accuracy-wise, quick to pass, whatever the case may be. But I think ever since 2 Maddens ago, I want to say Madden 13 or 15, one of those 15. This whole thing with the whole nano came out. And
oh, yeah.
Once the nano started to come out, I realized that, number one, I can't play. I don't have time to go on YouTube and figure out how to stop this and figure out what to do. So I'm going to counter that by having a mobile quarterback. That's number one.
Ooh.
Number two,
all right,
certain shit. Now with the cornerback blitzing, the the nickel blitz where they come in untouched, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
You can't stop it. Whatever the case may be, no matter what you do, you can't stop it. That's where the rollout came out. That's when the rollout came out of me. Figure out a way to eliminate that.
You got to neutralize it.
Where they have to play straight up.
You got to.
So now, when I'm doing it, and now to a point where I'm kind of perfecting it in a way. Not perfecting it, but I'm very good at it. Now it's a problem. Some people, I wouldn't say it's a problem. It's very annoying, as you said. And I agree. But nobody speaks out on the blitzes that come in untouched, no matter what you do. The cover 2, nickel fire that everybody runs, the copycat defense, blah, 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 blah. Nobody speaks out on that. But
you know what?
Speak out on the playoff, on the rollout, and the playmaker. I don't get it.
You got a point. You got a point. Because what you just said about the playmaker, don't get me wrong. Like, Playmaker Madden 16 was even worse than 17
yes,
as far as how you can control the play.
It was worse. It was over.
It was over at that point. So at least 17 is kind of toned down. It toned down a bit, and you can only do so much on it at that point. It's just sometimes frustrating. You're chasing somebody, and then you see that one guy highlight and just break off his route. It's like you're like, damn, I had him cornered. Nah, he got me. He just broke up the middle of the field and nobody said. But you brought up a great point. Hey, people do need to speak out about these blitzes. And people really think, like, since there's a nano detection system, there's no such thing as nano blitzes. all right, let's change the name of it. It's not a nano, it's an unblockable blitz. If we call it that, people still would try to say no, it's blockable.
Yeah,
I think the Pats kind of cured a lot of that. But it was a point where nickel blitz, you could get a guy in on nickel blitz. You could be blocking 5, he could send 3, and the guy still would come around the edge.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So I think we said that earlier. That's one of the things that Madden kind of should look at and kind of give competitive players the tools to really stop that, where you can probably designate who you want to block and different things at that point. So it's just EA giving more controls. I don't know if they'll do that in the future. It'll be great. But yeah, there are some unblockable blitzes I've seen out there.
Definitely. And I mean, in my opinion, that's very annoying. But it is what it is. So.
All right. Well, let's tell you what. Let's kill gears for a minute. Let's switch gears for a minute. What about your division? So I'm looking at not just your division, but just that NFC in itself, dog.
Absolutely.
You undefeated. I'm trying to figure out who would be your biggest competition for stopping you on that side of the fence. I mean, and you know what? And how about this? I'm gonna let you say it. I'm gonna let you say it. You tell me who. Yeah, go ahead. You tell. Right now, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you who's undefeated, who's close, and it may not matter.
Undefeated. That's what I'm trying to tell you. To be honest, I honestly don't care who undefeated. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you off, but to be honest, I know I say this all the time. It might be annoying, it might be true, it might be not true. You might agree, you might disagree. But Madden be on some shit sometimes. So
hey, facts.
Madden be on some shit. All right. So let me tell you this: if it comes to a point where Madden does not be on his shit, and it kind of like lets the game play out the way it's supposed to play out, I don't think anybody can beat you in the NFC.
Oh man.
So that's nobody. That's DC. That's Chaps. That's fucking B More, the legend that just went to the bowl. That's J2. You said J2. Fuck you. That's time.
I'll probably play J2 once, so I can't really say him. But everybody else I played plenty of times. So yeah. Definitely.
So you ain't got no worries.
Just to make it sweet, we could put J2 in there too.
Make it sweet. J2 gonna come for you on that one, dog. He gonna.
But listen, it's not me saying, it's not me putting down their game. It's me more knowing what I'm capable of. So right. I'm not saying it in a way where I'm downplaying their game, but I know how I want to do things, my game plan. If I could just play smart and, I honestly don't feel like nobody can fuck with me. I mean, every Madden player should feel like that. Any competitor should feel like that.
So do you feel that the NFC is stronger than the AFC, or the AFC is stronger at that point? Do you feel you could line up with anybody on the AFC?
I feel like the AFC has a stronger, or has a much longer resume.
That's a better way to put it. Better way to put it. I like that.
To be honest, I feel like, you got Rush. You got Havoc over there. Hot shot. Whatever the case, you got the people that putting up points, that's shutting down other people, that's getting the turnovers.
What you got over there? Chocolate? Yeah.
I mean, like I said, you got Mercy over there too. But
No.
Is he Mercy's not in the AFC? Is he in the AFC?
No. Mercy's at home.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Anyway.
Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. We got a new guy. That's Cam. Named Cam. He on the Broncos.
Okay.
We'll talk about him later. I mean, I think he 0-3 right now. He's known through the Madden community. Supposedly he's pretty good. Supposedly he knows a little something. He just got smacked last night though. So It can't be too much, man. We might be missing Mercy. So you might not be missing nothing now on Cam. You know, he can't do nothing with the Broncos. I mean, what can he do? I don't know. So you ain't got no worries with that.
But I mean, to be honest, like I said, it's me. I'm different. I either respect the game or I don't. And at the end of the day, when it comes to some of the players over there or anybody, NFC, AFC, if you have that type of defense, you just have your 3 plays that you rotate all games, your 2 plays that you rotate all games. I just don't respect it. It's kind of like you're just manipulating the game. You know? It's no skill, in my opinion.
All right, devil's advocate. I gotta jump in devil's advocate here. I'm gonna jump in devil's advocate on this one right here. Swagg. So because everybody always runs into this, especially for the guys who play like much salary cap and you got to play competitive, you got to play all the time. You run into that person who plays nickel blitz all game, and if they have to switch it up, they'll go to DB fire. They just play a lot of the community defenses at that point. What do you say to the guys who say, I stay in the same defense so I can disguise what I'm doing? Just because the play art says one thing, I may be doing something completely different.
You could line up at nickel. It could look like the nickel blitz that you've been doing all game, and then you think you got the streak on the outside, and then there you go, and now it's a cover 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I understand it. I get it. I'm not saying that it's not a smart way to play. I'm just saying for myself, I honestly don't respect your game. I mean, who am I? You know what I'm saying? I'm nobody. If that's what you've been getting you to win money, keep doing what you got to do. But if you're asking me as far as do you feel like who has more skill than other people, I personally don't think that takes much skill to do. That's what I'm saying.
Listen.
So when you look at skill, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about when you're talking about skill? You talking about reading plays? You talking about how to adjust?
Plays. You could run the ball. You don't have to do. Me personally, if you can get yardage, if you can score points by running multiple type of plays, multiple type of formations, you have much more variety. That's skill, in my opinion. To be honest,
I mean, I've heard that it don't take a lot of skill to just drop back 150 times, never run the ball, and just pass it all game and end up with 500 yards.
Of course it does.
But it's got to take skill because you can throw a lot of interceptions, you can get a lot of sacks, and you can still lose the game. But when you don't have a balanced attack, what does that mean? Does that mean that you really one-dimensional?
You like to throw the ball. But now, there's people that's like that, like me. I like to throw the ball. For a whole season, my running back will have 300 yards rushing. For a whole season, I just purposely like to throw the ball. But if I can do that and you know I'm going to throw the ball and I still end up winning, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, that. In my opinion, that takes skill. I'm not. Now, there's a difference if you just have the tallest receivers, and like this is my point. If you just purposely go get the tallest receivers in the game, drop back 20 yards, and you just throwing it up all game. Like
that's
cornball.
No skill. What? Boy, that's a slap. That sounds like some hot shot J2 shit that's coming right at you in your face.
And it's like, but it's so frustrating because you know that you're gonna get a couple picks. You're going to get a couple picks, but that one time that you really need to get a pick or that one time you really need incomplete pass or to bat it down, that one time you need it in the clutch part of the game, you know, like it's like you kind of already foresee yourself not getting it because that's just how Madden is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? We still continue to play the game. We're not going to stop playing the game because of that, but we know that that's just what it is, and shit is whack, in my opinion.
Let me ask you this then. I know you kind of touched on it a little bit. So that's kind of cheesy. That's cheesy gameplay on offense, right? To just get the tallest, fastest receiver and just throw it up and kind of get XP
it works.
and just.
It works.
It works. It works because a lot of players don't play like that. So you may not be prepared just to sit there and try to stop one player all game. I mean, it's annoying. It's annoying. That's what it is. What about on defense? What do you call cheesy on defense? Because I always hear the term cheesy, or you go to YouTube, or not specifically to you, but you hear those terms all the time. What's define cheesy on defense? What do you call cheesy?
What certain people have called it, in a nice way, I should say, exploiting the game. I already said the two plays. Well, I didn't say the two plays. I said one play, and then I think somebody said, okay, well, if you disguise the defense, one play you run in nickel fire, and then the next play you run in the DB fire too, or some shit. Whatever the case is. Yeah. That was my point. The fact that you even set an alternate play to run is me making my point that it's known out there that people exploit the game with one or two plays that they know no matter what the opponent could do, you have to end up blocking like 7-8 people just to stop one blitz from coming through. This shit is now when we start talking about like a lot of those unblockable blitzes and you got to do now, it doesn't take skill to. I guess some people say, yeah, it takes skill for me to learn the setup to do the blitz. That's not really skill. That's like putting in the contra code to get 30 lives. All right, this is your setup before the play at that point. But when you once you just start doing the blitz, I mean you see a lot of those feel like unblockable blitzes. You can still pick them up. You just got to know how to pick them up. Like slant zone, you see slant zone a lot. You see cover 3 bluff a lot. Exactly.
People get that blitz coming in, and it comes in pretty hot. And if you don't know how to handle it, it's annoying. It's definitely annoying.
Like
but does that take skill to do that every play?
You got to run into it a couple times. You're going to get blown out a couple times, too. If, at first, like, when the game first comes out, you're going to get blown out a couple times. You're going to feel like you don't know what the hell to do to stop it. But it's going to take you a couple times to get blown out, to run and not know how to stop it. And eventually you're going to realize, okay, I could do this, I could set this up, I could run this type of formation, blah, blah, blah. And then you're going to get it at some point, but at the same time, it's like, that's like I said, it's just my opinion. Some people that play in money games, go to tournaments, everybody at the tournament is running it. That's just how it is because at the end of the day, it works. It gets you the money. So, I mean, do what you got to do to get the money. I'm just saying my personal opinion, when you ask the question about who has more skill, who has more talent, blah, 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 I personally don't feel like that takes a lot of skill or talent to do. So, at the end of the day, it comes down to who's going to win the chip. And that's just what it is, That's the only thing that holds any type of value, in my opinion. So, I mean, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's a game. We come here to play, come here to talk trash. And to be honest, I mean, I see myself in the next year, man. I think I'm going to start playing smart, man. I'm going to have somebody in a party with me on the phone to tell me to run the ball when I need to run the ball so I can listen. And that's it, man. I saw my boy Nene rooting for me. I let him down. But it's all good, man. I made a couple of trades this all season. So got my boy T.Y. Hilton. Got a couple other
T.Y. Hilton? Wow, you got your nice running back. I mean, you got all kinds. You got your quarterback
system. I got AP, Ajayi, Chris Johnson. We're gonna get it rolling, man. So
send T.Y.
32 weeks. So
send T.Y. to Tennessee. You don't need him. You got enough speed over there. You don't need him.
No.
You don't need him.
I give you Larry Fitzgerald. He's like 39. You want him?
God damn.
I want a first and second round pick. Since everybody getting robbed in the league, I might as well.
Hey, Swagg, man, we appreciate you labbing on with us, man, getting a chance to get your words out. You said you had some shit to talk. Anything else you want to say to the people, man? You said you had a little something to say you want to get off your chest. Anything else you want to add?
What it was the whole playmaker thing. I just want to put it out there that I don't really, because I heard, who was it? I think I heard, y'all had somebody on the show. I want to say it was FML Cole. I want to say it was him on the show. When y'all was asking about, the NFC and stuff like that. And when y'all brought up, what about Swagg? He was like, Swagg is trash. He just rolled out with playmaker. I want to say it was him, but I never heard him speak, so I don't know who it was. But I'm like, but it is what it is. I mean, that's the only thing I had to say with the whole playmaker thing, that I wasn't always like that, but, just like anybody else, once you realize that certain things are going to be a trend, like the cornerback blitzes, the nanos, certain shit that you can't stop by just dropping back and throwing the ball quick. Can't do it. You're going to throw picks all game, or you're going to get sacked. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't want to get sacked, you got to do what you got to do. You got to adjust. And that's all I got. That's all I do. If they can't adjust, I cannot. So.
But you also got another little trick up your sleeve, so you say that's what you call it, which is so if you was playing Tim and Tim was sending corner blitz or doing DB fire, and so what you do is you flip the script, you start doing it to him, because say most people can't take the same heat or pressure that they send, so you do the same play that they was doing, and it fucks them up mentally.
Yeah, it fucks them up. It fucks them up. Because you know what? I started doing that because I started realizing, I'm like, clearly, in my head, I'm just saying, clearly, I'm sorry, I'm out here on the job delivering mail and shit. So if I sniffle a little bit, it's kind of cold out here. But,
wait, where you reporting from? You say it's cold. Where you reporting from? Where you reporting from?
I'm in New York.
You West Coast? East Coast. East Coast.
New York.
East Coast.
Queens. Well, I'm working in Long Island right now. Working the post office in Long Island. But I'm in Queens, though. But, yeah. So Tim running cornerback blitz all game, whatever, or for the first quarter, or even if he runs it 3 times in a row. And I'm like, okay, he wants to do this. I just figured he's been on YouTube. That's just my mentality. He's been on YouTube. He got tired of losing. He got tired of people doing it to him. So you're gonna go to YouTube and try and do it myself. Okay, that's understandable. But I don't think in my head that they go on YouTube to learn how to stop it when people are using on it. So
good point.
If he's doing that, okay, cool. You want to do that? I'm gonna do the same thing and see how it feels. And 85% of the time, it's a wrap after that. And I just do it for the rest of the game. It's a wrap. But even if they stop doing it, I keep doing it. Just because they want to be annoying. So I'm just being petty at that point. But,
that's cool. He's playing a game within a game right there. He's playing a game within a game.
You got to. But obviously it's gonna be less effective for me because I don't know how to do it as well as them. But the fact is, I'm still gonna do it to see how you react to it now. But like I said, at the end of the day, it's all a game, and we all trying to get that money. That's just what it is. So, but yeah, man. Just want to thank y'all for having me once again. It's always a pleasure.
Always a friend of the show, man. We got Swagg out here reporting live from Queens, out there in the streets of Queens, Long Island, out there, man. Hey, Swagg, man, thanks a million, man, for coming on right there, man. If you can stick around listening in, we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the show, man. But thanks for calling in.
Yeah, thank you.
We appreciate it, Swagg, man.
All right, bro.
So there we go, man. We got Swagg out there reporting live from Queens, man. Why do I always think Swagg was in California? It seems like he's from California, man. Reporting live from Queens, man. Good.
Live from Queens, out there reckless, talking reckless. Boy, I tell you, hey, Swagg, but you might have a few people that's on your back about that. J2, B-More might have a little concerns about that. Even Turn might got something to say about some of the words you had out there, And even the Eagles might show up and just start cussing you out. Watch your back, boy. Watch your back. Hey, fellas, we're going to wrap the show up today, man. But like I said, man, Tim said, look, follow us, Twitter. We got the website, fellas. Jump on the website. We got some good goodies out there on the website, www.fightclubgamers.com. Hey, follow us on the radio show on YouTube if you want to pick up the show a little bit earlier sometimes, or just staying with us, seeing what's the early updates, what's going on, what we're doing, what we're changing. Hit that follow button on the website, or when we send out the radio show, follow us, man. Keep in touch with us. Fight Club Gamers, man. Out.
Let's get it.